Raffy? Not many days in the year that we can get across this without Wellingtons. It's usually flowing much faster. Come on then, Raff. So we're walking up this, behind me, up this lovely little wooded trail, which, as I say, normally I have to have Wellingtons on coming up here, so I don't like walking in Wellingtons very much, so I don't often come. So, hi, I'm Sarah, Wayshower Shamanic Guide. I'd just like to give you my thoughts for the day, what's going on in my thoughts, and usually when I'm out on a dog walk, ideas come to my head or things that I would like to share. So I was thinking about where I stand on the medicine wheel today, and as I've said before, you know, the medicine is a template for our lives and the lives, or the turning of the seasons, I should say, the turning of the year. And we stand right at the centre of this medicine wheel, right in the middle. You know, that is us at the centre of the universe. And we stand at the centre and we can turn around and observe all the different directions, east, south, west and north, and contemplate how they're affecting us on a daily basis, yearly basis, lifetime basis. And as we stand at the centre, quietly observing, we realise that we are the universe. But and if we stand here with love and compassion and truth, we can observe everything around us. And doing it out in nature is obviously a great place to be able to do this. So when I'm walking out on these dog walks, I'm observing where I am. So the sun is in the southwest at the moment, creating really nice shadows in the trees. And what does that mean? So the southwest is a place where the day is beginning to wane, the afternoon is beginning to wane. I mean, it's 3:30 in the afternoon or something. So this being a British summer, the sun's it's on its descent, so it's beginning to feel a little cooler. The birds, although there's a few chattering there, it's not their busy time, it's their time for rest. They've done all their eating. They're now sort of resting in the afternoon before they come out for their final song of the day. I'm going slowly up here because it's quite steep. It's very steep. And so we are the centre of the universe. We are the universe. And from here we can observe everything around us. And today has been a kind of a weird day. I felt quite tired today, and I think, again, it's, you know, the energies are quite strong. Oh, found myself a nice stick. Nice hazel stick to help me up the hill. Raffy likes it up here. And to just, you know, when I'm sitting down. I don't have any aches and pains. I just feel quite tired for some reason. I don't normally get tired in the middle of the day. Well, I'm sitting down thinking about being tired. And just not really thinking about anything at all, except where I fit in with the greater scheme of things. How things are moving around me, how I'm observing this chaotic 3D, what are you eating, Ruffy? 3D world at the moment. Watching, witnessing, observing, but trying not to get involved. Standing aside, allowing other people to have their opinions without commenting too much. I mean, you know, there's always a tendency to be judgmental, but if you can just take a step back and just observe what's going on, and to be grateful that I have this walk. Oh, I don't know whether you can see. No. Steep. And back down the hill. Oops, I have to tip the camera right up. So yeah, just listening to the wind coming in from the west. Apparently there's a storm coming. What might that be blowing in? West is our prevailing wind, so it's usually coming in over the Irish Sea, bringing the songs of the whales, hopefully. Although I heard some of that the whales are being very quiet at the moment, and you wonder why they're being quiet. Is it because of increased noise in the ocean from wind turbines, or the building of wind turbines, you know, the drilling that's involved? Or are they just watching and waiting, observing Grandmother Earth in her shakiness, seeing what's happening? Oh, it's lovely to walk on crispy leaves. They're pretty up here. These old walkways, as I've said before, are more than often or not drovers' roads, drovers' lanes, where they'd have brought the sheep down to market, down into town once a week. And even as a child, I remember the sheep being brought down, and the kind of farmers' markets that were, well, I didn't call them farmers' markets then, they were just farmers' wives mostly, bringing their jams and chutneys and extra chickens down to the market. And this land, it holds such memory. And memories are in the west direction and in the north direction, which is down that way somewhere, because the stones hold all the ancient wisdom, and our ancestors in the west hold wisdom that they can bring to us. So as the wind blows in from the west, I wonder what they're bringing. Ooh, there's a funny bug on me. Don't know what that is. What's the wind saying? What are you saying, wind? I think for me, it's reminding me to really pay attention. Sorry, I was just looking at some, I don't know, it looks like goat poo. Don't get many goats up here. Reminding me to just keep in touch with my ancient history. I mean, I can My family has been in this area for hundreds of years. Come on, Rafi, we go back this way now. We don't want to go on the road. But I am, looking at family trees, where we were, where we lived, who these people were. They lived on small holdings and then became merchants, if you like, I suppose. My grandfather was a corn and seed merchant around here, so he would buy the corn and seed from the farmers and sell it on to bigger buyers. So I have a lot of history in this land. And I think, my family, my grandmother and her sisters were quite psychic, although they never really talked about it. Auntie Flo used to be able to read palms and teacups. And further back there were herbalists and the like, so that kind of otherworldliness has been in the family, is in my DNA, I guess. So to remember who these people were, or try and find out more about who they were, looking through old books that have letters and things in them. So do you know where your family, are you still close to your family? Do leave messages in the comments below. Let me know if you know anything that's interesting, or you're following in the same footpath as your ancestors, maybe. And so the land, is full of wisdom here. The wild herbs and the berries, and some of my family, historically family members were, as I say, herbalists, and so they'd have been out here gathering things on their walks. So that's what I think that wind is blowing in today, to just make me feel grateful for standing at this point in the medicine wheel, as I stand very much in the west, and just appreciating and being grateful for all that has been passed down to me in my blood. And further back as well, I've had Akashic records with my, read, which gave insight to some really interesting past lives. Again, all fairly otherworldly, so I feel as if I've come from a long line of woo-woo people. What is it, Rafi? What can you sense? What is it? Is it a rabbit? Ah, no, it's a sheep. It's just a sheep eating. So yeah, listen to that wind, like I've said before. There's stories to tell. And be grateful for where you are right now on the medicine wheel, standing in the middle observing. As we've just had the first harvest, Lughnasadh, Lammas. So from here on in, things begin to die off. We collect, this was the first harvest, and then there'll be more harvests in the weeks to come. And then summer begins to wane a little. We start feeling a chill in the air. And it's a bit like our lives, right? When you've reached your zenith, the middle of your summer of abundance, as far as your life goes, things begin to wane a little. And you have to be ready for that. You have to be open to receiving that in all its fullness, and not try and put it off, or not try and disguise it, but to fully embrace it for what it is, for where you stand right now in the medicine wheel. Right, I've just seen a load of sheep down there, so I've got to put Rafi on the lead. Okay, ciao for now.